Okay, guys, thank you again for joining me today. Today, we're gonna go through some audio signal for corporate, just the signal flow. Imagine you go to a place where they hand you these microphones, 10 of this, or better yet, if you go to a place where they hand you 10 lavalier, like one of this I'm speaking to here right now, and you don't have no time to work on. So this is where we're gonna go back, and then I'll basically show you exactly how to EQ one of this, or to EQ 10 handheld. Some place you're gonna go, they will give you two handheld. Some place they will give you 10 handheld. Some place they will give you two podium mic and two handheld for Q&A. It's up to you, but you have to be able to adapt very, very quickly to EQ 10 of this microphone at once. And this is where now I'm gonna go on and show you exactly the signal flow, how to go. Right now I am recording through Yamaha DM3, and it goes a long way with every digital microphones. Every digital soundboard. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go on straight, and then I'll show you exactly how it goes. The first thing I like to do, I'll go to my, channel one. Just make sure I go on and put everything auto gain, and make sure everything is on auto gain. It's showing right there, so you can see it. And if it's 10, 15, 20 channels, it depends. So you can just go on and put that on. And what else you're gonna have to go do is basically to go on and EQ just. I like to go on and EQ the first channel. Once I EQ the first channel, and then I can go back and basically just copy and paste and tweak everything just to make sure you're running faster. Or what else I like to do is to basically to go on. First thing, guys, is to go to put everything. I'll put everything in on subgroup. Subgroup, what I mean is I'll go to output 1 or output 2. As you can see right here, it says subgroup right there. And the subgroup, what I'll normally like to do is to go on and send everything there for the EQ. I'll go and EQ everything and send all the stuff through the subgroup. So that way you can EQ all the microphone at once. What I like to do is basically is to go take everything off from my microphone, from my input 1, 2, 3. I'll take everything away from stereo. So we take all this thing from stereo, and what we will do is basically to go now to put the subgroup on the stereo. That is the first thing. If I am rushing, guys, please let me know. We can go back and review this again. So the first thing I say is to go put your subgroup in. You'll go to the subgroup, just take any output. I like to do, I'll go to output 1. We can go here to setup and say bus setup. I will go on and put mix 1 and 2 to mono, and then I'll go to say fixed. So I don't want it to be pre-fader, I don't want it to be post-fader. I want it to be pre. Everything is pre. Sorry, I want everything to be fixed. So once we're done, now we can go on and basically now send the bus. The bus 1, I call it subgroup. I'll go on the subgroup and just basically make it put on the stereo. So that way we can send everything through here. When you go to subgroup, if you press this, you can see everything in the same level. Everything in the same level. Now we can go to bus 2, it's the same thing. Bus 3, you can see it's not the same. Bus 4 are not the same. Sorry guys, I cannot see it because I don't have a camera that it's connected to that side. Let's see if I can do here. I'm gonna try to connect my camera. Just give me a second, guys. If we see here and we can go to the camera and see back here, right? If we go to output 3, mix bus 3, mix bus 4, mix bus 6, you can see everything change. We go to the subgroup, you can see everything is changing. So like I said, this is how it works. For you to be in a place where you can see everything on the subgroup, that's much, much better. But what we can do is now, I'm gonna go to my computer, and I already pre-record everything. This is basically just me playing it on the app, by the way, if you have any question and want to know how to virtual sound check your stuff, I like to do virtual sound check. I would just go on and save everything, save the room template. Whenever I go up there, virtual sound check is much easier, and you can EQ a little bit. That way it saves you a lot of time. And this is the computer here. I already record everything. As I can see here, this is my computer. And this app, it's called Tracks Live. This is from waves.com. So you can go on and record. I was working in a women's conference, Evercore. And we can go on. I'm going to play it so just you can listen to it and listen to how everything looks like. I don't want to speak about the EQ here. What I did is in the output, like I said, on the output in the subgroup, I went in and basically get the EQ correctly. I went in, I put all the graphic EQ, right? I put the graphic EQ on my subgroup, just went in and lower a couple frequencies, take out the frequencies that I don't like on the subgroup, sorry. And then after I finish, go in and then basically just EQ a little bit, as you can see here right now. And once I finish here, what I did is now you can go on and tweak little by little. You can see the EQ is really. Remember guys, it's always better the problem here is that a lot of people like to boost. The secret to work in a corporate place is always cut and never boost. I've seen people like to boost things. You don't want to boost anything because you're working in an environment where there's so much AC is on the ceiling, fan is on the ceiling, people are talking, computer, car all over the place, especially if you're working in New York City. I mean, the frequency is really bad. The low frequency is really bad. So it's always better to cut and never add anything. That's the secret. So let's go back. As you can see here, my EQ is very minimal, very minimal. We can go on and lower down the low end, especially when you're working with the women's. They don't really have the bass. So this is for men's. And you can see it now here. It's very minimal. And what I did is I just went in and basically get one of my EQ here. I'll go in and add dynamic, gate, and compression. Once I finish adding everything, I just go on and basically go copy and paste everything. So that way it looks the same. And this is how it looks now. When we go and play everything from the computer here, right here, let's see here.
Sincere gratitude to Jessup and Liz for all their hard work.
This is my computer.
They are truly
I am
extraordinary.
playing through my computer.
And I also would like to thank the more than 30 women who lent their time, expertise, passion to make this conference a reality. Your contributions have been invaluable, and it wouldn't have happened without each and every one of you. So today, as we come together under the theme of navigating extraordinary expectations, we must acknowledge the undeniable truth that women do live in a world where their bar is often set impossibly high.
Over here,
the pressure to excel in each and every aspect of our lives, to balance career and family, to shatter glass ceilings, and to deny stereotypes can be overwhelming. But amidst these extraordinary expectations, it is important to remember
the signal
one
here.
thing.
You can see them.
You are extraordinary, and you are enough.
Working fine.
Each and every one of you possesses the unique talents,
the reason why it's not
strengths,
making
and
a lot of noises
that
is
make you
because
capable
I get
of achieving greatness.
every single
So
channel.
I implore you to give yourself a break.
Every
Think
channel
about
is
TA.
on.
TA wants to be just TA. Be kind to yourself and recognize your own worth. As we embark on this journey together, let us remember the powerful message conveyed in the Barbie movie, where Barbie reminds us that we can be anything we want to be.
You can go on, guys, and add delay, reverb on this, but the much easier way to work in an environment like this, in a corporate place, it's always about fast-paced. How fast can you do this without getting no problem, without having feedback in your in your soundboard. That's basically it, guys. If you have any question that you want to know, that you want to ask me, please comment down below. I'll be able to ask you. I also do consulting. I mean, working in a corporate place, it helps me just to work faster and to basically pay attention, right, and love what you're doing. So let me know if this is what you like to do. If you want to learn how to do these things, it's much easier. One thing I would say that working as an A1 or A2, it's very, very challenging. I've seen a lot of people, they don't like to step up to be an A1 because they don't want to make a mistake and then challenge themselves or lose their job. I love challenging myself. I start as an A2, and for me now, I'm an A1 working in a corporate place and doing a lot of conferences. If you want to know more about this type of work, please comment down below and let me know. So that way, when work comes, you are really, really, really ready to go on and operate as an A1 from this place like this. You know, doing things like this is not easy, but hey, with work and dedication and practice, you will get there. This is from Yamaha DM3. Any other soundboard is going to be the same. If you have any question, please let me know. Comment down below. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again very, very soon. And please do not forget to subscribe. Just follow me, please. And I have on my social media. It's on my channel right there. Follow me and we can do all these things together. Be blessed. Bye.